Looks like the UFC could be heading back to ESPN. Of course, the leader of Combat Sports' media rights deal ends this December. We have long speculated they may go to Netflix, they may go to Amazon, they may go to another streaming service. However, with ESPN's recent signing of WWE's premium live events, it looks like the UFC may be going back to the Mouse House. Or will the UFC be sending content across a multitude of streaming services? Conor facing punishment for all his wrongdoings. His former rival and opponent Khabib Nurmagomedov says there could be change in store for the Irish star. Conor still has a chance to change and inspire others. Quote, "I don't want to mention his name. This is punishment. He gets to keep doing this. Everything that has happened with the old people, women, alcohol, drugs, this is punishment. It has already begun." But you know, the most beautiful part of this, Allah always gives everybody a chance to come back. We always have a chance in this world to come back. I think he has a chance, and he has a change the way he's living. Why am I talking about this? Because if he's going to change, he can change so many others' lives along with his own. This is why I wish him to change himself. If he's going to change, he will need to be punished all his life and in the next life. The rise and fall of Conor McGregor. Is Conor's legal trouble and public persona taking a hit punishment for all his previous wrongdoing? Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat is a battle for the ages.
How are you envisioning the end? How does this actually play out on the 16th?
I have to say, you know, Khamzat, and he looks incredible in training, what I've seen and people talk about it. And if people are talking about, oh, he's training with this new coach, and I'm very happy for him. He did it 5 weeks out from the fight. I've been doing this my whole life. I've been fighting title fights for the past. I did it for 5-6 years. Went to the UFC, defended my belt twice already. The hard work that he's putting in, people going, oh, he's really training hard. That's what I've been doing every single camp. Fight after fight after fight. That is, you know, that's not new to me. People are praising him for doing what is required. That's what I feel. And I'm really happy for him. And I think he's going to come in there more prepared than ever. You know, I know that feeling of fighting for your first title. I know he's going to come in there prepared. No doubt, I think, and like I said, he is a special fighter. He's incredibly good. But, jeez, I can't wait. This win for me is going to be history. I am going out there and I'm going to shock the world once again. Like every other time, and everybody said, it's impossible, not this guy, not this guy. And I'm going to go out there and you're going to see the boogeyman. You're going to see him break. You're going to see him break in there. And then realize there's only one boogeyman, and that's me. In the middleweight division, there can be only one boogeyman, and that will be me.
An ice-cold line by an ice-cold man. Dricus Du Plessis, what a badass. The question is, who do you have winning between Dricus Du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev? Sound off in the comments below. He's not just a bad man, but he's a big man too. Dricus Du Plessis says he weighs between 225 pounds and 230 pounds outside of camp. An absolute tank of a man who cuts a crap ton of weight. This guy not only fights like a tank, but he's built like a tank. My man's work ethic is absolutely through the roof. Is it a good thing to cut this much weight? The middleweight division is just heating up, and Dricus Du Plessis wants every single part of it. He doesn't want to move up to 205 until he's cleared out the entire weight class.
Rephrase. When you win at this weight, will you move up to another weight and fight at 205?
Yeah, I think that's been the goal. The long-term goal is to move up. I'm still young in my career, 31 years old. There's a lot of time left, and I'm a firm believer that at least 3 titles defenses. This will be my third before you move up in weight. And then, of course, the division needs to be cleaned out, in my opinion, before you move on to the next division. The middleweight division is looking very, very exciting at the moment. You know, the shuffle in the top 5. I mean, the top 5 has been looking the same for many years. And over the last year, 3 changes. I mean, Robert Whittaker being out of the top 5 for the first time in 8 years. And, you know, I've fought everybody in the top 5 up until last week. Now there's 2 new names in the top 5, which means the division is getting alive. Otherwise, it wouldn't have made sense for me to stay. But there's exciting fights happening, and And I'm always in for the new 100 contenders. So let's see how it happens. But I'm definitely interested at some point in the near future to move up a weight class.
Now that's what a true champion really is. Is Khamzat Chimaev sleeping on Dricus Du Plessis' ground game?
You want to give him credit. You don't want to think that, it's going to be easy. But when you really look at this guy, do you think he's going to be able to stop your takedown? Or what do you think you're going to find out when you get in there with him immediately from just based on what you've seen on film?
Like I told before, and the guys after my fight with Robert, and they said, I said to the guys, watch guys, the other UFC fighters who usually strikes, they take him down. I'm a wrestler in MMA, like one of the best wrestlers in MMA. How it's not possible to take him down, to take this guy down? If Robert took him down and Tyron Till scramble and take over, and he took him down as well. But, the guys know how much level I am in wrestling and in MMA.
Will he be able to take down Dricus Du Plessis? Will he need to finish it in the first round? Or will his new and improved cardio help him go the distance? Rumor has it Khamzat Chimaev may retire after his title fight at UFC 319. Let's listen to what he has to say.
There's this rumor out there that if you win the championship, that you will retire. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I seen the Kaya said, I don't know where he's heard that things. So I need money, bro. This is not enough, right? Just to go for the one title. So I hopefully, if not get some injury or some stuff, they're gonna fight for defend the belt or fight for other belt in Abu Dhabi as well.
Seems like you can never trust other fighters to tell the truth, especially guys with a bit of a language barrier. The UFC's first 3-division champion.
I work with the new coach Carl. I talk about him, go down again, back to my first fights, that 170 or 75, what was that? 170. He said it gives me a couple of months, we're gonna make it. So I don't know who is the champ there, this guy, Australian guy. Yeah, would be a good fight for me and go down fight with him as well. Yeah. Could take the belt there. And if I go up and there is Ankalaev and his name, Alex Pereira, they are fighting now. Who is winning can fight for that belt as well.
Will Khamzat be the one to do it, and can he even cut down to 170? Sounds like Sean Strickland is not a big fan of Khamzat Chimaev.
Chimaev is just a fucking cunt. I mean, I was here when he retired from COVID, bro. I was training with him. He's just a fucking cunt. It's like, if you knew, I always say there's guys, if you knew on a personal level you wouldn't like, Chimaev is one of those people if you knew you wouldn't like. He'll come in here. There's a video of me, I always like, oh, you're so good. Khamzat, understand, you're better than everybody. So just don't hurt people. I'm being sarcastic, bro, you go and you fucking starch this 1-on-1 guy when there's Edmund, there's high-level UFC fighters, and you're picking the one-on-one fighter because you think he's the same height as your opponent. No, you're picking him because you're a bitch, dude. It's just, he's just no, he could fight, but mentally he's just a weak man. He's just a weak man.
Do you think he's right, or is this more of just Sean Strickland being Sean Strickland? This guy is an absolute menace.
Bilal loses, and you write essentially great job, well done, JK, seconds after he loses. This is menace type stuff.
I was watching the fight to see him lose. That was literally it. I think he's an absolute asshole. So I was really happy to see that. So that's why I made the tweet. That tweet was ready before the fight started. I had that tweet ready. It was basically,
you knew,
just copy paste, go boom.
You had no doubt he was going to lose.
Well, call it hope, call it doubt. No doubt, it was one of those two.
Dricus Du Plessis, the greatest UFC troll of our generation. I mean, what is with this guy? Cut from the UFC after a win? Former UFC contender Muhammad Mokaev was offered to fight on the Contender Series.
Like I've been offered Contender Series. I said no, I want to go straight to UFC. And then I got offered again Contender Series. I said no, I want to go straight to UFC. And I said I deserve, because I have biggest amateur career in this game. And basically I was 6-0 when I joined UFC.
Should he have taken those fights to secure his spot back in the UFC rankings?